creative, there is a lot of different kinds of taxes, and they can get very confusing. Sales tax, you got income tax. Today, I'm going to go through the 5 taxes every creative entrepreneur should know. So the first tax is federal income tax. This is a federal tax imposed on your income. This is paid to the IRS, and this is something that you file annually every year on that little form called a 1040 that you're probably familiar with or you've heard of before. Then you have state income tax. So not every state has income tax. In fact, there are 9 states that don't. And those are Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Texas, Washington State. Wyoming has a levy, but not an income tax. 2 other states, New Hampshire and Tennessee, do not tax wages. They do currently tax interest income and investment income, but that's soon to be removed as well. Then there's self-employment tax. Self-employment tax is a 15.3% tax imposed on self-employed individuals who are not S corporations. This means that you file a Schedule C with your personal return, and the income minus expenses equals your net income. That net income number is what your 15.3% self-employment tax is calculated on. And this is to make up for not paying into payroll tax, which we're about to talk about, and then you'll see how that makes sense. I cover self-employment tax in a deeper dive video linked below called How to Pay Yourself from Your Creative Business. Now we have payroll tax. If you've ever had a job and received a paycheck and you got your pay stub, you'll notice on the pay stub all these various withholdings and deductions. That's known as payroll tax. Payroll tax is made up of FICA, which is Social Security. So you're paying into your Social Security 12.4%, and Medicare, which is 2.9%. When you add these together, you get 15.3%, which is oddly the same amount as that self-employment tax we were just talking about. However, when you're on payroll versus self-employed, when you're on payroll, your employer pays 7.65% and you pay 7.65%. You split it down the middle. When you're self-employed, you pay the whole 15.3%. And we talk about that more in that video link below, How to Pay Yourself as a Creative Entrepreneur. And these taxes are withdrawn from your payroll, or you're paying the self-employment tax, which payroll tax and self-employment tax, you pay one or the other. These are so that you're paying into your future, which is to collect Social Security and Medicare when you're at the appropriate age. And then there is sales tax. Sales tax is different in every state. So it's very important to understand your state sales tax laws as well as any state that you do business in. There are 5 states that do not have sales tax: Alaska, Delaware, Montana, New Hampshire, and Oregon. Every other state has some sort of sales tax. So some states will tax services and some don't. Some states tax digital products and some don't. So it's super important to understand your state sales tax laws and realize that you may not live in a certain state, but doing business in that state could subject you to the sales tax requirement. I cover this topic in depth in a video link below called Sales Tax 101. I go through everything you need to understand to sort of do the research for your state and those you do business in so that you're compliant. Sales tax can be so tricky. Those are the 5 taxes that you should know as a creative entrepreneur, and oftentimes they get mixed up. Federal income tax, state income tax, self-employment tax, payroll tax, and sales tax. Those are all separate. Federal income tax goes to the IRS. State income tax goes to your state. Self-employment and payroll tax both go to the federal government for Social Security and Medicare, but it depends on if you're employed or employed through your business as an S corporation, or if you are a sole proprietor, DBA, single member LLC, multi-member LLC, or partnership, then you are paying the self-employment tax on your tax return. And then sales tax, which varies by state and is very tricky, but the link below should help you get a better understanding of exactly what you need to know. I hope that shed some light on this topic for you. If you're interested in learning more about these types of topics, I'd love for you to join my free Facebook community. You'll find the link down below in the description for this video. I hope to see you there. Don't forget to subscribe.